Hey, do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in life after death? What if all your dreams and nightmares are pieces of a puzzle you once knew? A place and time waiting for us in the heavens. What if all this isn't real? Are you? Join me as I go looking for answers.
Hey guys, what's up? Mike here, the other light paranormal. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Ladies, fellas, you guys are awesome. Anyone who's watched my videos, I really appreciate it. So this video, I'm not doing a paranormal investigation, but I'm kind of introducing myself to you just so you can kind of know who I am and why I do this and what it's like to be a ghost hunter. I mean, I didn't write this out. I don't script things. I just turn on my cameraman and I start recording. And, growing up, I had some experiences. And I recently lost my mom, like last year. So I think we're going on 2 years now, right around there. And I had an amazing experience with that. And maybe I'll make a video down the road, about my mom. It's very special to me, the experience I had. But growing up, I had a lot of crazy experiences. I didn't really believe in the paranormal. I didn't really believe in spirits or ghosts or none of that. I really didn't believe in the devil or God or none of this stuff. I was just myself, Because when you're growing up, when you're like back then and I was younger, I was just doing my thing. I was just being a kid. Just like a lot of you guys right now. You're young and living your life, man. You're out there partying, enjoying yourself. But then when you get to be my age, along the way, things are going to happen. Maybe they'll be paranormal, maybe they won't. But maybe you'll have a life-changing experiences. But for me, at 17 years old, I got shot twice. So, there's proof. So if you ever see this in my videos, right there, it's a gunshot wound. One in the back of my head. I really thought I was gone. I didn't see no light at the end of the tunnel. I just completely lost consciousness. Everything went black and I thought I was dead, man. I really did thought that was my night, that I was going to die. But I didn't die. And I came back and it was crazy because when I came back, I started learning things quicker and quicker and quicker and I got smarter. So today I'm a graphic artist, a video editor, photographer. I do websites. I used to make rap music back in my days, when I was in my 20s. But growing up, I always had these experiences and I never shared it with anybody. Every time I did share it with somebody, they say, "Man, you crazy, man. There ain't no such thing as ghosts." And I was like, well, I don't know. It's trippy. But yeah, so I've had my channel for a long time, but I never did anything with it. It just sat there. And one day I would think maybe like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I had another experience and I was like, you know what, man, I do have a YouTube channel. Why don't I just go look for ghosts? Why don't I just try to make contact with the spirits and see what happens? Is it real? Do spirits really exist? Is it really another realm out there that we don't know about? Just like what's going on with all these new findings, UFOs, conspiracies, Bigfoot. Now, I don't believe in Bigfoot, man. Like, I'm sorry, guys, but if you believe in Bigfoot, that's you. I don't believe in no big-ass hairy dude running around in the woods and no one can see his ass, Sorry, guys, but I don't believe in Bigfoot. But UFOs, for sure. I love the stars. Looking at the stars. I love driving in the middle of nowhere, stargazing. But yeah, back to the paranormal. What's it like being a paranormal investigator? This is really what this video is about. And for me, it's been a learning game. As you can see, by nature, I'm an artist. That's all my work behind me. When I'm not doing anything, I love to paint. When I'm not painting, I'm either working on websites or, if I'm not doing that, I'm looking for new locations to explore. By the way, guys, if you know any locations that I don't know about, let me know in the comments, man. If I'm not too far away and I'm passing through one day, I'll check it out. I'll do a video. Maybe I'll capture something and share it with you guys. But, so what's it like being a ghost hunter? It's been an adventure, man. I've already been slapped in the face in San Antonio by an unseen force. I don't know what that was all about, but it happened. Whether you want to believe me or not, that's up to you, man. But I literally got slapped in the face. Maybe I'll make a video about that. But I actually did an investigation there at the Emily Morgan Hotel in San Antonio, and that's where it happened. So the videos in my videos, man, you can watch it. So what's it like? I mean, well, for one thing, if you've never done this before and you really want to get into it, and you've always been fascinated with it, I can honestly say, just be careful, man, because I've had some nightmares already. I got out of the shower not too long ago, and then my door just opened up, and it didn't like freak me out or anything. I was just like, oh, what if I brought some home? Like, oh my god, what if I brought some home? I don't know. Because I've been watching YouTube videos. I love watching other people. There's a lot of people I watch. I even watch reaction videos because some of these guys are funny, and then they're using videos to do reaction videos and share it with the world. And that's what it's all about. Sharing content and creating things and showing what the world, what's out there. And this is why I do this. I don't do this for publicity. I don't do this for fame. I don't care about none of that crap. I do this because I'm fascinated by the paranormal. I'm fascinated by the afterlife. I'm fascinated by knowing the unknown. What's out there? Nobody really knows. Some people say when you die, that's it. Is it really it? I mean, do you really want it to be it? That would suck, right? Think about it this way. When we die, we may be dead for 200,000 more years before the world blows up. I don't know. But you're going to be dead longer than you ever were alive. So if you're living now, man, and you're going through some shit, let me tell you, man, that's only temporary. Live your best life. Because when you go, just remember, you're going to be gone for a long time. And we ain't got a lot of time here on earth. So enjoy it, man. And for me, the reason I got into this is it fascinates me. And I don't carry a lot of equipment when I do my videos. Some people ask me, what do you use? What's your gear? Well, I'm going to show you. I took out my gear. I use my camera, and the reason I like this is because it has a battery bank right there, and I got my microphone, and I can adjust it and hold it, and it's very light. So I think this is a DJI or the Hero. It's not a GoPro. It's from DJI. The Osmo Action. Yeah, that's it. And then the camera that's recording right now is a DJI, the new one. So I carry this around. And believe it or not, I don't carry this around just because it shoots great quality. This is not a review on a product, man. This is why I do this, why I love the paranormal, my equipment, why I'm out there, But this right here, man, this battery bank is really solid. So there's been cases when I went into a few buildings and, safety. There was a homeless guy, and I had to defend myself. But, I didn't get into a fight or nothing, but I was ready, man. You could use this as or you could swing it, But I never wish bad on anybody, but you got to be safe when you go to these places. Most of the places I've been to, you can book them. You could pay a price. You can have the whole place for the night for yourself or with your friends. But a lot of places I've been doing by myself because, like I said, I have a lot of friends, but a lot of my friends, they don't want to go with me. They're like, nah, bro. Nah, I ain't going to look for no damn ghost. That's you, bro. Just post it up on YouTube. Let me know when you're done and I'll check it out. But they won't go with me. So I remember the very first video I did was in San Antonio. It was a wax museum. It wasn't paranormal. It was just me going into some wax museum at the last minute before they closed. And I had the place all to myself. And it was creepy, man. I was like, I don't know if it was haunted or not, but for sure it was creepy. So one of my first videos I ever posted on YouTube. And then when I left on the way home, I was like, that was fun. I really, really love the feeling of the rush that you get when you don't know what the hell is coming around that corner. I also have my REM pod. So the way this works, if you're not familiar with it, it just sits. You could just lay down anywhere. And if a spirit gets near it, see the light, the green light, but if they get near it, they can interact with you without touching the antenna. This device has gone off a few times on some of my videos, but I have never really had like direct communication with this, but it is pretty sweet. I love it because I could be walking around and this thing starts going off, then for sure there's got to be something in the air. The atmosphere is changing, maybe the temperature is dropping. And then another device that I use is this little cat ball. Now, I recently posted 2 videos in California. One was at a mine, a gold mine, the Kennedy Gold Mine, and the other one was in Jackson, California, which was I don't know if it was I forgot the hotel name, but it's not the Kerry House. Anyways, so yeah, I did that video, and this was really working. It was badass. This went off at the Kennedy Gold Mine, and it went off at the hotel in Jackson. Now, the way this works, if it just sits like that, it doesn't do nothing. But if something wants to move it or interact with it, it'll go off. And then I got my Bluetooth speaker, which I always carry with me, And the only way I use this really is just with my phone. And on my phone, I like to run my app, which I'm pretty sure you've heard about it. And it's called the Necrophonic app. Now, you can see it right there loading up. Now, the way this works, it's supposed to be based off of ITC communication, which pretty much when a spirit tries to manipulate your devices or your equipment to try to figure it out and possibly say a word to you. Now, one thing I do like about the Necrophonic app is, I'm being honest with you, man. At first I was like, what if, even my wife was like, what if there's a whole telemarketing center and you're like, yeah, Mr. Spirit, are you there, Mr. Spirit? And then someone on the other side in this big center is like, someone just popped online and they have to pretend they're a ghost. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's like 1,000 employees running behind the Necrophonic app, and every time you ask a question, oh, what's your name, Spirit? Oh shit, my name is Mr. Jones. I don't know, but I'm sure that's not the case. I've had great responses with this app. I used to have the SB7 Spirit Box, and that one scans through frequencies, and it sounds like static, like. But the problem I had with that one was one time I was doing an investigation, and then I heard rap music in the background. So for some reason it was picking up a radio station, because that's all it really is. It's an FM, AM, like a radio, but it scans so fast through the frequencies that when you communicate, it tries to make words and they try to communicate with you. So that's what ITC is, pretty much where spirits can manipulate your devices and manipulate the frequencies and all that and try to communicate with you. I've had great responses with the Necrophonic app. That's probably the only app I really like. There's some new apps that came out, and there's another app called Ghost Buddy or GhostTube. Yeah, it's GhostTube, which has an SLS where you can see the stick figures. I have to try that one out. I just got it. Yeah, I keep it really simple, and I have a very powerful flashlight. Super powerful, man. This is a strong flashlight. Look at that. Ooh, damn. And this has been my to-go flashlight everywhere I go, and it's chargeable, which is really nice. And who can't forget this device right here? The K2 meter. So how does this work, guys? This device is very simple. So the way it works is like spirits, they say that spirits give off electromagnetic frequencies or fields or whatever, and when a spirit is near you, it can manipulate these lights. And if I shake it really hard, you'll probably see all the lights going off. But in reality, if a spirit was near you, this thing will go off. And now, give me a good example. My phone, you see that? This is why you have to be careful when you use this, because there'll be times when you're doing an investigation and then your phone goes off or your friend texts you, and then this happens, And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of YouTubers out there possibly faking it. All they got to do is press their phone or whatever, or unlock it, and it'll probably trigger something. See? Because it's giving off frequencies. See? So you have to be careful. Me, I use this, but every time I use this, I put my phone in my pocket. I make sure that there's nothing around me that's causing this to go off, and I also make sure that the location that I'm at has no electricity, because if it has electricity and you're near a socket or a light, this will be going off like crazy. So you have to kind of distinguish, is this paranormal or is it electrical? If you watch my videos, I'm always honest about it. I'm like, hey, this is probably electrical. and I just keep doing my thing. I also have a extra battery bank in case my battery dies on the cameras. I can charge them up and keep going. This is all I carry. I really don't carry a lot of gear. I could if I wanted to, but I don't want to carry a lot of gear, man, because number one, safety. A lot of these places, I did Yorktown in Yorktown, Texas, the hospital, and that place was huge. And when I went in there by myself the very first time, that was like the very, very first big building I did by myself. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was nervous. I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared of the spirits. I wasn't scared of being dragged down the hall. But I was just scared of what if I run into somebody who's up to no good. And that's the number one thing that you really want to look out for when you're out there investigating. There's always people, man. This world is to me right now, this world is going to shit. And I hope that changes for the better, man, because right now, the war sucks. Inflation's up, gas is up. By the way, if you're going through something because of that, I pray for you, man. I hope that you come out of it and everything's going to be okay. And that's all we can do. We just keep going forward. But yeah, I had some experiences as a child when I was, I'll say like 4 or 5 years old. My sister had got a new day bed. I'll tell you the story real quick. And me and my brother wanted to sleep on the new bed next to my sister so we could be like, who's going to be the first person to sleep on it? So we were hustling and wrestling and throwing each other off the bed. And my mom was like, hey, y'all guys got to go to bed now. So we went to bed, and I remember waking up at, like, I don't even know what time it was. I was just a kid. But I woke up like, if I had to guess, man, maybe 2 a.m., 3 a.m., because I wanted to get off my bed, which was a bunk bed, and I wanted to run to where my brother and my sister were laying on the new bed. And I wanted to jump in there with them and cuddle with them, It's my brother and my sister. So I opened my eyes, and then I looked at them. But what was weird was underneath the bed, I saw a baby, like a child, maybe like 2 years old. And she walked across. She literally came out of the closet, and she was walking underneath the bed. And when she did that, she was picking up stuff. She was picking up toys. That's what it looked like, like literally like she was picking up things and putting them in a bag. And I was like, I was young. I didn't know what to think of it. I didn't know anything about spirits or ghosts. But me being a kid, I slept with a lot of toys in my bed. You guys probably remember that when you were a child. You had all these toys and you slept with them on the bed. You just had them on the floor. So I had this G.I. Joe on the bed with me, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw this damn toy at her and see if what I'm seeing is real. And I remember, I'm just a kid. So I grabbed my toy, and I remember I had the blanket up to me like this, and I threw it, which was across the room where the new bed was, and my brother and my sister were sound asleep. And under the bed, that's where she was, picking up stuff. So when the toy hits the ground, she looks at me. She turned around, and I remember she gave me the meanest look, man. It was something like this. Like, I threw it, and then she goes like this to me. And when I saw that, I started crying. And I tried yelling for my mom, and I couldn't yell. So I just put the blanket over my head, and I fell asleep. And in the morning, when I woke up, my brother and my sister were not in the room. They were already in the living room doing their own thing, running around the house. And I ran straight to my mom, and I told her what happened. And she said, no, what are you talking about, a little girl? I said, I saw a little girl under the bed. And she got angry when I threw something at her. So I told my mom that she was picking up stuff. So when my mom took me to the room, and I showed her what, she was putting stuff in the closet, my mom opened the closet, and she just saw a pile of toys in the corner of the closet just piled up. And at first my mom was like, you're joking, you're maybe it's nothing, don't worry about it. And that's all it was. But I know what I saw, and I know what I experienced. And then I also had a demonic encounter, which was the very first time that I believed in the devil and bad spirits, bad entities. My opinion, guys, this is the way I see it. Just like here on earth, you have, excuse my language, assholes, losers, people that are up to no good, They're mad at everybody because they're not where they want to be in life, so they go around doing stupid shit, like mass shootings and all that. I hate those people, man. I really do. But I hope they find peace in their life, and I hope that they're saved. That's not up to me for decide though. But I never believed in that. I never believed in bad spirits or evil spirits, demons, and all that. But I had moved into this apartment by myself in Houston on Westheimer Street, and I had some crazy shit happen there, man. And I don't want to drag this on. Maybe I'll make a video specifically telling that story, and then another video telling you a beautiful story of the experience I had with my mom after she passed. But the one in the apartment on Westheimer, that literally was what changed me. Like, that literally woke me up and said, this has to be real. Like, I know for a fact it wasn't sleep paralysis. You know what I mean? I know for a fact. Because whatever it was, the minute I tried to scream for help, it grabbed me by the neck and it pushed me into the bed. And it was so powerful that I couldn't breathe. I couldn't yell. And then when I started praying, it let me go. And that's when I knew that maybe something was trying to latch on to me just because of the way I was back then. I wasn't the best kid, you know. I was a little troublemaker, you know what I mean? I was a little bad apple. But yeah, man, anyways, I changed my ways, and after that, moved to San Antonio, and I had some experiences there too. I lived next to a cemetery, which was like a few blocks away. And I do believe stuff was coming into my house, and then my dog would react to it. Now, keep in mind, back in the early 2004, 2010, I didn't really know about all this equipment or this stuff. Technology wasn't the way it is now. So whenever you thought you saw a spirit, you would just walk around the house saying, is anybody there? Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? But now we have all this technology, and we even have these little creepy dolls right here, guys. Now if you turn this doll around, check this out. Oh, is that creepy? I bought this at an estate sale, and I bought it because I wanted to see if it had an attachment to it. And it's creepy, you know. I don't buy dolls. I just wanted to try it out because they say that sometimes when you buy things, it can have an attachment. And I do say that a lot in my videos. If you go to antique stores, if you buy used items, make sure you bless whatever you buy before you take it in your house, because if it has an attachment, you know, your house can end up being haunted until you figure out what you bought and get rid of it. But so what's it like being a ghost hunter or a paranormal investigator now that I've been doing this for 2.5 years, and I've already dropped like 43 videos? But yeah, guys, you know, the hard thing about being a YouTuber and doing this is marketing and growing. First of all, your content has to be good. There's a lot of people that fake things out there. I don't fake anything, man. I go, I find locations. I literally drove 18 hours just to get to Gettysburg to do a video there for 2 days and come right back. You know, it's expensive. And the hard thing about being a paranormal investigator is what happens when you run out of locations? What do you do then? So me, I've already planned it out. You know, I'm still going to keep looking for places to explore. I'm still going to be doing research. I'm going to try to find people that have houses that they think that might be haunted so I can explore those. I'm going to be doing ghost stories. I'm going to be doing weird stories, interesting stories. I'm just going to mix it up because my channel, The Other Light Paranormal, it's all about paranormal. But, you know, paranormal means what's out there. Well, we don't know, you know. What is it? It's a phenomenon that we can't truly explain, so why not share crazy stories? Why not share cool, interesting ghost stories, urban legends, and all that that's related to the paranormal? So those are my plans going down the road, as well as keep making more videos, and hopefully I don't get slapped again. One thing that hasn't happened to me yet, thank God I haven't been scratched yet. I haven't been dragged out of my bed. I haven't been thrown on the floor or anything, but I don't want that to happen. And a lot of people tell me, are you scared that you might get bad luck in your life? No, I don't. That bad luck in my life is not for me to decide, just like bad luck in your life is not for you to decide. Your life was already laid out way before you knew what your life was going to be. The only thing I can tell you as a friend, you know, just keep doing you, keep being yourself. Don't be no copycat, man. Nobody likes a copycat. Just be yourself, and the more you are true to yourself, the better things get in life. That's what I've learned in life. You know, like I said, I was a bad apple, and it took a lot of mistakes for me to get it right. And today I'm not rich, I'm not poor, but I'm doing okay. But all this paranormal stuff, man, is to me, it's fascinating. When I'm in a building by myself and there's no power there and it's hot and steaming, I'm sweating, and I'm walking through these hallways, you know, a lot is going through your head. And, you know, not only are you making a video, but you're trying to communicate with something that's not there, something that you can't even see. Is it even haunted? You're literally walking around talking to yourself like an idiot. But when something does come through, and something does go off, or this goes off, or this goes off, or the voices come in that they're not supposed to be there, and you get a crazy ass response, or a face appears in the mirror like I got in Louisiana at the Myrtles plantation. That's, I mean, it's a rush. It's one of the best feelings. It's like a natural high, just to know that you made contact to someone that used to be alive way before us. And I really wonder if we're just in two different planes, two different realms. Like they can see us, but we can't see them. And that's why I think, you know, when you see these videos, when there's a chair sliding across the floor, or the lights are swinging and a cup falling on the floor, sometimes I wonder, is it really just a spirit trying to get your attention to say, hey, I'm here. I really am right here, man. I see you. I just can't touch you. I just can't show myself to you. It makes me tired. It makes me weak. But maybe I'll throw this cup. Maybe I'll move this and get your attention so you can validate the fact that I'm here. Maybe that's all it is. And maybe people take it the wrong way and they think it's demonic. They think it's evil. Not all spirits are bad, man. I really do think I've made contact with some very friendly spirits. And I've made contact with some very, very bad spirits. And the way I see that in the different realm, it's like prison, right? You go to prison, what do you expect you're going to find at a prison? It's a bunch of bad people in there, man. Crazy people. Murderers, killers, serial killers, rapists, you name it. But there's also some good people in there. They made a mistake and they regret it. So that's how I kind of see the afterlife. Just like you have good spirits, you're going to have bad spirits. And just like you got bad spirits, you're going to have evil spirits. Being a paranormal investigator is hard. It's not cheap unless you got access to all these places for free. Unless you don't mind sneaking into an abandoned house and hoping you don't get shot or thrown in jail for trespassing. So for me, it's all about doing deep research, finding locations, and finding unique places and telling the history. I love the history, man. I love telling history about these places and sharing it with you guys. But one of the coolest things about it is when you go back and you go through all your evidence after a long weekend. You know, sometimes when I go shoot these videos, I would drive 9 hours somewhere, shoot the video, come right back, wake up the next day, go to work. And while I'm at work, I'm working, making websites or whatever. And the whole time I'm thinking, man, did I capture anything? Did I really capture something while I was there? Because what I felt there was different. And then when I get home and I go through all the footage and everything falls in line and it relates to the evidence, those are my best moments, man. Like, for example, I did a jail in Houston, north of Houston, going towards Humboldt. Small jail. I actually did 2 jails. One was in Harrisburg, but this one was in Cold Spring, Texas. The old jail in Cold Spring. And, you know, if you watch my videos, you always hear me, you know, like, I just randomly, every now and then I go, knock, knock. The reason I say that is because I'm hoping that somehow I'll record on the Necrophonic app or in my microphone something coming through, something saying, you know, who's there or who is it? But that's why you always see me walking around going, knock, 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 Mr. Spirit, are you here? You know, I know it sounds cheesy, man, but here's what's crazy. When I was in Cold Spring, Texas at the old jail, if you watch that video, I was walking around and I kept saying it and saying it and saying it. And I was just like, all right, guys, knock, knock. Come on, talk to me. Anybody here? Talk to me. And I wasn't getting a lot, but when I was upstairs in the jail where the jail cells are, you know, I was trying to be, funny and friendly to the spirits. So I was like, hey, you know, Mr. Spirits, do you guys like my shirt? You know, and then something came through and it goes, it sucks. And I was like, okay. There's no way in hell my phone would literally throw a word like that on the Bluetooth speaker, you know? And then you can hear me in the video say something like, well, it sucks. Well, you know, whatever, you know? And then, you know, it cussed me out. But it was a long, long line of words, but real choppy. It was like, fuck you, you bitch. And I was like, oh shit, I just got cussed out by spirit. That was a bad spirit, because it's a jail. What do you expect is going to happen when you investigate a jail, right? It can't be good. So, anyways, back to the knock knock. When I went downstairs, I was like, knock knock. You know, I was walking around with my flashlight. All the lights were off. Creepy place, man. And I promise you, clear as day, on my speaker, when I go, knock knock, I heard something that sounds like, who's there? Or real faint. And then all of a sudden, I hear it on my speaker even louder. And it goes, knock, knock. When I heard that, I was like, man, it sounded like a child was mimicking me, doing it back at me, so I could say, who's there? And in that video, it really looks like I'm having a conversation. Remember, none of my videos are scripted. None of my videos are fake. None of my videos are 100% awesome, because paranormal investigations, I'm not going to sit here and fake anything, man. If you fake stuff, why would I want to fake shit? I mean, like, excuse my language, but man, faking things like that, when you're really trying to prove if there's something out there so you can share with the world, why would you want to fake it, you know? I have a lot more videos I haven't even posted just because I believe that there wasn't enough evidence to show with the world. But I might post it because they're still cool places, you know? That's one promise I always made to myself. Never fake anything. If something wants to come through, it's going to come through. And number 3, the golden rule, guys. Always be respectful to spirits, because I believe in my heart, man, that everybody in life deserves respect. So even when you're gone, man, it would be nice to still be respected, just like you were when you were still here, right? So I always try to be respectful to spirits. And then there's been times, you know, when I get a little grunchy with them, I would say, but I don't ever overdo it. I just try to do it a little bit to try to pick up the activity, to try to get something to talk to me. Yeah, being a paranormal investigator is one of my passions, as well as being an artist. I love making art. I don't know if you guys can see that. Also, video editing. I love putting videos together and trying to tell a story. But it gets expensive, man. Going out there, gas, your time, your money, sleeping in crappy places. I did one investigation in Mineral Wells, Texas, and I had to stay at a ghetto hotel and with them crackheads outside. And I had people, like somebody was knocking on my window, and I was like, hey, get out of here, man. You know, like I wasn't scared, but I was like, man, I did all that just to put a video on YouTube, hoping some people will like it and find that video interesting. No one ever sees what it's like on my end, because, you know, you just watch what you see on YouTube. But it's not easy. I mean, and it's fun though. It's fascinating. It's like science. Like I said, man, I'm a big paranormal buff. I love history. I love nature. I love the moon and the stars, the galaxies and all that. I love art. I love making videos and showing you guys and seeing if I could capture anything. One thing I didn't tell you guys, I'm 80% deaf, but I don't talk like a deaf person. If I was completely deaf, I'd probably be like, hey, I'm not making fun of any deaf people, man. I'm deaf, you know. I wear hearing aids. I got 2 hearing aids. And before I got my hearing aids, when I was doing paranormal investigations, I couldn't hear shit. So a lot of my friends were like, man, you're not scared? You're not scared when you do these videos? I was like, bro, I'm deaf. I can't hear anything. If something comes through and tells me, get the hell out, I ain't hear shit. I'm sorry. I just keep walking like an idiot. You know, is anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there? Hello? Hello? But now I wear hearing aids, and it's a whole different environment, man. Like when I'm in these places, I did an old church in close to downtown Houston, and I could hear stuff shuffling around on the ground and noises in the hallways, whether it was paranormal or rodents or rats. Man, the intensity is 10 times higher because now I'm able to hear things with my hearing aids. So yeah, guys, that about wraps it up. If I missed anything, I'm sorry, but like I said, if you guys know any locations where I should make a video, let me know in the comments. This video was really about me introducing myself to you guys, and I want to say thank you to anyone who's watched my videos, even if you only watched 10 minutes of it. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And if you haven't subscribed, guys, like I said, it's only me. I don't get help from anybody. If you can subscribe, help me out. That would be awesome. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Oh, by the way, this shirt right here, I gave out 40 shirts last time. So next time I'm giving more shirts away out, I will make a live stream and I'll have a couple contests. And I'll be mailing these bad boys out. The logo in the back is huge. You've probably seen it in my videos. But yeah, guys, without further ado, take care of yourselves. I hope you are well. I hope you are happy in life. And if you're not happy, man, I hope that you have a lot of blessings coming your way and that your life gets better for the best. And I hope that whatever negative energy you have currently have, I wish nothing but positive energy your way. I wish nothing but angels and good spirits surrounding you every day and pointing you in the right direction. And if you're doing okay in life, then hey man, high five. If you're not doing okay in life, 2 high fives. Right, guys? That's what it's all about. Peace and love. Take care. I'll see you on the next adventure. And I got another video dropping, but I haven't edited it yet. And I got, well, 2 more videos. But yeah, until next time, guys. Peace out.